Hello and welcome. I'm CJ Sari from the Squiggly Gamers, and today more Battlefield. But to be precise, the new Jungle Community Operations map that was released about a week ago now. As you can see, it's fairly small, but not that small and not that big. It's probably a medium-sized map, which I find is a good balance between infantry and vehicle warfare. But this map has been completely designed with the help of the Battlefield community. You all wanted a jungle map, and as you can see, we've got a lush green jungle map. I think more due from the Vietnam. I think that's what a lot of people were after, and as you can see from the looks of it, that's what we've got. We visit our first flag, which is the plantation. See, this is two massive vehicles on fire, shining very brightly, almost blinding you really. But three warehouses, one fairly open to the elements, the other two you'd probably recognise from other maps, to be honest. Doesn't tend to get used a lot, to be honest. Most of the action is around the middle three flags and the hills surrounding them. But this is a nice little area. You can see it doesn't get that much destroyed because it doesn't really get much of the action. People do tend to like to use the rooftops, parachuting in from helicopters, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, as you can see, the building looks eerily familiar, I think from Firestorm, the Battlefield 3 and 4 map. So I think a lot of these buildings have been reused, but you can't blame them really. As we get back on our helicopter, we sort of skirt around sea and head to the temple. This is arguably the best looking capture point of the whole map really. And as we land, as you can see, it's looked like a Chinesey old ancient dragony theme with a massive waterfall falling into the centre of a little temple. There are various tunnels underneath that get used a hell of a lot, so just be aware of these when capturing and defending the objective. The mist from the waterfall really does reduce visibility, and a lot of little camping spots here as well. What a lot of people tend to ignore is there is a fair bit of area behind this front section of the temple. So if you are attacking or even defending, just be aware there is a huge section behind it that tends to get ignored really, so expect to find a lot of people staying around this area, and either with a sniper rifle just picking you off and you don't really check. So just be aware. Get back in our helicopter and we visit the other not so commonly used capture point, the medical clinic. Now, the big building you see there is a copy from the Void 311, the officer quarters. It is completely destructible, as is a lot of the buildings in here, and as you'll see, gets absolutely wasted towards the end of the map. I am firing at two people. I'm not just firing blindly. There were two guys in that little hut there, which you'll soon discover. So yeah, as a general look of the map, it looks really, really good. It's got an extra layer of polish, as from the vanilla maps. It certainly looks sort of like your final stand. Terms of quality anyway. We're now back at the plantation at E. As you can see, it gets a fair bit destroyed, the rooftops here. Excellent piloting by my pilot here, avoiding all the RPGs. But those two fires definitely do make a significant impact on the capture point, really, sort of blocking view and sort of flaring your screen really. But this is one of the jungle areas that tends a lot of the action is. I mean, as we approach sea, it's more destroyed state, not helped by a crashed helicopter. But as this sort of smoke clears, you can see it's flattened. A few buildings remain standing, but it's one of the really good features of Battlefield really as a whole, is how the map changes just from there being cover at the beginning of the game to none. Starting off at the plantation here, we have a quick road trip through the jungle itself. You know, it's just lush green, and it's not just a swamp of trees. There is, you know, I see rock formations, bridges, lots of rocks, plenty of cover. You know, you have got to watch where you go, and people will use this green to their advantage and hide. Right, you see in not quite as destroyed state as before, but you can see the damage already. So you've got a central road which restricts tanks and things down there, so if you've got mines, use them there, and then lots of buildings either side. Plenty of cover. This is the other hill, the other side of the sea, that you find a lot of people using. And back at B, you can see the temple, the waterfall. It is the more gorgeous looking capture point of the map really. Then we zoom back to the one I haven't touched yet, D, I think, the logging camp. And you see it's all on stilts. Which people tend to use very well. So just be aware of that and capturing it, but you know, again, a lot of it's destructible. So you can just see a tank laying waste that structure there. So, yeah. I don't think it is the best Battlefield map, but it's definitely up there with some of the better ones. And best of all, it's all been free. You know, there's no DLC. We've had to pay for this, so it's great. You know, and this has all been voted by the Battlefield community. You decided. You know, the amount of time it was on the CTE servers, just a barren land really, and it's been tweaked all by feedback from the community. So this is your map. As you can see there, looking back at sea, that sea down the middle of the road. So it's not big, but it's not small either. It's, I think, just the right size really. It's not superly massive like some of the Battlefield maps, and it's not your tight infantry's focused. You know, vehicles do get used, and they are influential. But they are thrown to the RPG to the backside as well. So yeah, all in all, this map is really good. A welcome addition to the Battlefield franchise. This is seeing it's probably less destroyed state. But even so, you know, you can see it still gets flattened fairly early on. And they don't just crumble, you know, you can see all the debris lying around on the floor. It all influences the whole feel of the game as well still. So as always, this guy can get killed. I shall leave you with a nice little triple kill that occurred during one of the games. And yeah, download it, enjoy it. Battlefield 3 is, like I said before in the previous video, is given back, so play it while you can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.